It's your rock station, 99.7 The Blitz. What up? It's Bodhi. We're hanging out backstage at Sonic Temple 2023. This is day 4 of this festival, day 4 of 4. Hope you still have something left, man. I hope you paced yourself throughout this weekend. I'm ready to go for day number 4. Hanging out with us right now in the Blitz Sonic studio is 0936. What's up, man?
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Outside of the allergies, you and I were both just talking about, oh my God, our voices are wrecked.
As soon as I woke up, I sneezed, and I was like, that's the best thing for my vocals, for sure. And I'm just all mucus now. So.
Oh, God. Well, so you're going to be touring this summer with Wage War, right?
Yeah, in Canada.
Yeah.
Never been. It's time.
You've never been
never
to Canada?
been to Canada.
Okay. Like, is there a city in particular you're looking forward to seeing up there?
So we're not doing Toronto because they just did Toronto on their headline. So I was like, oh, I'm kind of bummed not going to Toronto, and everybody was like, Ontario was way nicer than Toronto.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah,
this
me neither.
isn't from me. This is don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, I've never been there either.
Canada people, but yeah. So we'll see. I guess that's the one I heard. Is Vancouver really nice? I forget. I got to look back through my DMs. People are like, oh, you're going to love this place. So we'll see.
Again, I don't know if it's true, but I hear Windsor's the party town.
I don't party, so I got to stay out of there. staying clear of Windsor.
Now, you got a brand new song called Self-Destruct.
Yes.
Give us the background on that song.
Yeah, that was one of the first songs that I've made. So I used to live in LA, and then I moved back home, and then to Philadelphia. And I got back in the studio with my buddies Mark and Ian. They produced my song Adrenaline. They also produced my song Leave the Light On. And yeah, we were kind of just making something a little heavier. They're like alt producers kind of. They're super talented dudes, but we were just trying to make something a little heavier. And then I don't know where that hook came from, but it sounded good. And yeah, there's just kind of the idea of the song was just, I moved and we're coming back, and you go through these things, and ultimately you end up back where you're at was like the idea of the conversation we had. It was like, here we are back in the same place making music.
Getting back to your roots.
Getting back to the roots, yeah. So that's, that was good. Came together good. I love working with those dudes. My friend No Love was there cutting cellos on it, and yeah, it's great.
When you're at home and not on the road, do you like to exercise the creative muscle, or when you're at home, do you like to just, chill and kind of shut yourself off from everything?
So, yes. So not with music. I've realized if I do too much music when I'm home, I burn myself out.
Yep.
I try and take 4, 5, 6 months off of not writing music. But the last time I was home for a long stretch was this December to now. I was off. We just did, besides Shiprocked in January, we did UK with Shinedown and Asking Alexandria. And I was home, and then we had a tour in April that got postponed, and then we had nothing, and then it was May, and I was like, oh my God, I've been home for so long. So I do all of my own merch designs, and then I've done stuff for like Papa Roach and Hollywood Undead, just like some of my friends, like I've designed their merch. So recently this year, I've been doing like, I did like Atreyu, Wage War, The Ghost Inside, Pantera, Bon Jovi, Poison. Like, I've been doing a lot of merch designs for other bands, and that's been, I think, really helping me stay creative without burning myself out doing music.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I've been doing, and
that's awesome.
It's been great. Yeah, it's fun.
That's awesome that all those bands reach out to you, man.
What's going on? I don't know.
That's great that they believe in you, and oh my God, that's so awesome.
It's nice because I get, I've had like, my own merch is out there. It's printed. People can see it, and then I've done Papa Roach stuff. Like, I did a skate deck for Papa Roach, and I did a whole like collection of like yellow clothes for them. That was like a couple years ago. It was fun. So it was nice. I already had that, in the past. So people were kind of receptive to me just being like, hey, if anybody wants anything, I'm down. Like, and it's fun for me. I love doing it. So, I did Bowling for Soup, which was fun.
Those are some big names,
yeah, it's
man.
crazy.
God, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's what I do.
0936 is hanging out with us on the Blitz. How much growing up in Philadelphia did that influence you?
I mean, I grew up like listening to metal music. Yeah. But making rap music, and that's kind of how I grew up. Like, I was very influenced by Meek Mill. My brother bought a mixtape off of him. And when you hear something like that when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I bought this off of the guy. It's like, oh, it's your friend, so then I can do it too. You know what I mean? And So I kind of grew up in the rap scene of that, and just rapping and making my own music. But I was always listening to, like, I was carrying a Slipknot lunchbox to school, listening to Meek Mill. You know, like, I still have the lunchbox in my studio.
Nice.
I had like a Slipknot wallet chain, and
dude, I could talk about them all day.
Yeah, so like that. So I was listening to that with my dad on the weekends. His favorite bands were Shinedown and Slipknot, and Stone Temple Pilots, and so that's what I was listening to with my dad. And then when I was home, I was listening to Meek Mill and Lil Wayne with my brother. And one of my first CDs was a Limp Bizkit CD. So it's like I've had a lot of luck with the influence that I was given as a kid. So yeah, I would say growing up near Philadelphia, right outside of it is kind of the only reason I make any of the music I make. So
you mentioned that you just got done touring with Shinedown and Asking Alexandria. What were the takeaways from that tour? What did you get from it?
I mean, anytime you get to tour with Shinedown is like the luckiest that you can be. The main takeaway that I get anytime I'm with the Shinedown guys, so no matter how famous you are, how big you are, they treat everybody so kindly. They're the nicest people on earth. They don't make you feel like you're an opening band. They make sure that you have everything that they have. And just that people, you can get that far and be that, genuine to everybody else. Those are some of the best people I've ever met. So that's one of the main takeaways I get from them.
From Ashes to News said the same thing
really?
About Shinedown yesterday. They were like, Brent and Barry and Zach would come into our dressing room to check on us instead of us going to them.
No, they would come in. Hey, did you guys get your catering? Lunch is going to wrap up soon. I want to make sure everybody gets something to eat. And if anybody needs anything, please feel free to ask. We'll do whatever you need. If you need to use our gym, if you need you need help with merch, you can talk to our guy. Like anything. They don't make you feel like an opener. They just make you feel like you're a part of the show. So
they've raised the bar then as far as hospitality.
It sucks. Yeah, it sucks.
Now, are you the kind of person, as time moves on, are you saving any pictures or any memorabilia so that at some point down the line you have something to look back on, or is that not are you not into that yet?
I don't know. That's hard to say. I mean, I just, for me, I just like to form the relationships with these people as what I get, and, hopefully I don't need to have anything to hold on to, and if they're my friends, they're my friends, and if not. But yeah, Shinedown gave me a coin. That was cool. There's like 50 of them or something. I got one.
What kind of coin?
I don't know. It's like a little. I keep it in my bag though.
Really?
Yeah.
God, that's awesome. I'm gonna have to ask Brent. What the hell did you give Zero? I want to see one of these.
Yeah.
Now, when you're playing a big ass festival like Sonic Temple, a 4-day festival, there's about 80 bands approximately here. When you get booked to play a festival like this, do you look at the lineup to say, "Oh my God, those guys are going to be there. I want to hang with those guys because I haven't seen them forever"? Do you ever do anything like that, or is there just no time whatsoever because you were hanging out with the guys from Nothing More just a little bit ago?
Yeah. This week we did a tour with them this week. One of my best friends is playing today, grandson.
Nice.
So anytime I get to see him is amazing. I want to see the Foo Fighters, obviously.
Yeah.
We saw Nothing More this week. 3 times. So we did the 3 little shows with them in Illinois. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen.
They get after
I wouldn't say. I would just not say anything at all.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen, have you seen them
live
do a headline set?
Yeah.
It's. I mean.
The flips off the drum.
I mean, there's a lot going on, dude. And Johnny's vocals are. It's something else.
All the insanity on that stage, and they still keep time.
No, they rip.
Yeah.
They rip. It's like shocking.
Now, how do you, right before you're ready to go on stage, how do you get pumped up to perform?
I just have terrible nerves.
Really?
So I don't get pumped up. I have a thing where I tell myself, I got to get through 2 songs.
Yeah.
Get a good reaction.
Yeah.
Don't get booed off stage.
Yeah.
And everything will be fine.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
That's like my main. That's just like my main thing. Like sometimes, dude, I'll get like a fever before I go on stage.
Really? It hits you that hard?
And I'm like super not an anxious guy.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's about.
I was gonna say because you seem pretty chill. So
super chill.
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't know what I got going on.
Well, I mean, I guess the easiest way for me to relate is a lot of times, if not every single time we're about to go on the air, you've got the nerves rolling a little bit, but I was told once by an old boss of mine, if you don't have those nerves, then you've lost your passion.
You don't care.
Right.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. It's like I want to go out there and do the best that I can. And sometimes your voice feels shot. My voice feels shot right now. This is going to be our 9th show in 10 days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've had 1 day off in the last 10 days. This will be our 9th show.
And the pollen's high.
And the pollen's high. And I'm playing at 2 p.m., so I just woke up.
Yeah. Hey, at least it's not 95 degrees. It's only about 73 today, so.
Yeah, that's good. I'll be able to breathe today.
Right.
Somewhat.
Well, 0936 hanging out backstage with us here on the Blitz, and he's going to be touring with Wage War again this summer. If you don't have a chance to see him here at Sonic Temple, by all means, go out and see him with Wage War this summer. Dude, thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon. I appreciate it, man. All right. Painless?